Is the theocracy in Iran an enemy of the American people and all people who refuse to adopt the theocracy's radical version of Islam?
Senator, I'm not a scholar in that regard, but I would say that Iran presents a clear and present danger to all those who do not bend.
Well, do you think they're our friend?
They are not our friend.
And how long have they not been our friend and the world's friend?
For many decades, sir.
How many innocent people has the theocracy in Iran killed because they refuse to adopt the theocracy's radical version of Islam?
I don't have a number, but it's in the thousands.
Tens of thousands, right?
I would think so, yes, sir.
Hundreds of thousands, right?
Again, I don't have the exact number, but I would not be surprised if it were.
The world is not a safe place, and one of the biggest threats may be closer than we think. In a fiery Senate hearing, a U.S. senator confronts Pentagon officials with a blunt and chilling reality. Iran's radical theocracy is not just a regional problem. It's a global one. This video breaks down the hearing that exposed brutal truths about America's enemies, our shrinking naval power, and political dysfunction in Washington. Before we dive into it, if you care about truth, power, and how our government works, click that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
If the theocracy in Iran developed a nuclear weapon, would they be more or less dangerous?
No, they would be far more dangerous, Senator. There's a saying, if your neighbor says he's going to kill you, you should believe him.
Can we agree that the president's decision to destroy the Iranian theocracy's nuclear weapon capabilities made the world safer?
I would say it did.
What's impetuous mean?
Well, sir, impetuous means, again, I'm a poli-sci major from the Texas State School. Impetuous means flippant.
Yeah, without thought, without care.
Yes, sir.
You're not a politician, are you?
No, sir, I am not.
Okay. One of my friends on the committee said that America's decision to destroy the Iranian theocracy's ability to make a nuclear bomb was impetuous. Do you think that's an accurate description in light of the theocracy's years of hatred and bloodshed?
Well, Senator, I would say it is a good thing that Iran does not have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, I would too. I don't understand why we can't agree on that. I don't. Let me talk about shipbuilding in a few minutes I have. Mr. Secretary, for the last 2 decades, well, let me ask the Admiral. He's not a politician either. Admiral, in the last 2 decades, we've doubled the amount of money we have given the Navy to build ships. We've actually had fewer ships today because we've retired more than we've built. Tell me why in 30 seconds.
Well, the simple answer, sir, is we were building 4 or 5 DDGs a year in the mid-'90s, and we're building 2 a year now. So
why?
That's the
We've
simple
given
math.
you more money.
Well, they cost more money, sir.
How much money do you need to catch up to China?
I'll have to get back to you on the specific answer. I think I'd be satisfied in the meantime to just build at the rate we're supposed to and not be behind.
Mm-hmm. How far behind are we?
We're behind in every ship class to different rates,
Okay.
but at least years.
We can't catch up without our private sector shipyards, can we?
We cannot.
Okay. Both Tier 1 and Tier 2 shipyards, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've got to do better, Admiral. This isn't acceptable. In the last few seconds I have, I want to make a comment about the money and the way we're going to get it to you.
If you're concerned about global security, hit that subscribe button now.
Nothing would please me more. I would do old man backflips to see the United States Congress put together a budget supporting our military that looks like somebody designed the damn thing on purpose. Last year, this committee worked very hard. We put together 12 bipartisan bills. A lot of us had to swallow things we didn't want to swallow, but we wanted to get it to the floor. And Senator Schumer refused to even put the bill on the floor. Now, what makes anyone with an IQ above their weight or their age think that now that he is in the minority, Senator Schumer is going to cooperate with us to get a budget on the floor? What I'm trying to tell you is, back here on planet Earth, you're going to have to make do with what the money we get you on reconciliation. We're headed toward a series of CRs. I hope I'm wrong. But again, I live on planet Earth. We can do more than one reconciliation bill, but you and your colleagues need to start planning for that eventuality. Maybe it'll change. Maybe someday donkeys will fly backwards too. But for the foreseeable future, I don't see it. That's regrettable, but it's reality. We need to plan for it. Just like we had to plan for the reality of Iran having a nuclear weapon.
This affects all of us. If your neighbor says he's going to kill you, believe him. That's the warning. Plain and simple. Iran's leadership has repeatedly declared its hatred for the West. The senator reminded the room and the world that pretending otherwise is not just naive. It's dangerous. He praised a past presidential decision to neutralize Iran's nuclear capability and challenged those who called it impetuous. Was it impetuous to stop a theocratic regime from acquiring a doomsday weapon? If you believe in calling threats by their name, click subscribe. More unfiltered truth is coming. Now shift from the Middle East to the Pacific. The senator turned to America's military readiness, and what he revealed was alarming. Over the last 2 decades, the U.S. has doubled spending on shipbuilding, yet we have fewer ships today than before. Why? Because we're retiring ships faster than we can build them. Costs have skyrocketed. Production has slowed. Meanwhile, China speeds ahead. How much money do you need to catch up to China? The Navy's answer: we'll get back to you. We're behind in every class on the ship. If this worries you, you can just hit that subscribe button. You deserve to know how taxpayer money is being spent and where it's failing. The senator didn't let up. He asked the admiral, "Can we catch up to China without our private shipyards?" Answer: we cannot. Tier 1 and Tier 2 shipyards are critical. Without them, America is treading water while adversaries race ahead. We are outgunned, outbuilt, and outplanned. And we still don't have a strategic budget to turn the tide. Want to see better leadership and smarter planning? Hit subscribe. Stay informed and keep the pressure on. This is where it all comes together and falls apart. Despite bipartisan efforts to pass 12 defense bills, Congress's leadership blocked them from reaching the floor. The senator called out Senate leadership by name, questioning whether they will ever put country over politics. "Donkeys will fly backwards before we see real cooperation," he quipped. But behind the humor was something sobering. He warned the Pentagon, "You won't get a real budget. You'll get stopgaps, continuing resolutions, and broken promises." This isn't pessimism. It's realism. If you're tired of political gridlock and its consequences for our national security, hit that subscribe button. This fight isn't going away. Iran's radical regime, China's naval dominance, and America's political paralysis. Each one is a threat on its own, but together, They create a storm the United States may not be ready for. This senator didn't hold back. Neither should we. Subscribe now if you want more fearless coverage of the issues that matter. Share this video. Drop a comment below. And do you believe we're doing enough to stop Iran and compete with China? Let's talk about it. Let's fight for better. Until next time, stay informed, stay critical, and stay ready.